What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing the weekly reading for the week of April 8th through April 14th. This is the last week of the Mercury retrograde, and I can't say that it really bothered me too much this time around. Okay, my electronics didn't do so badly. There were some communication breakdowns, I will admit, but yeah, this has been a relatively tame Mercury retrograde for me, and I do feel as though, like, however much energy you put into it is what you're gonna get out of it, you know what I mean? So if you're really like stressing over you know, the alignments of the planets, then I think that's going to be amplified for you. But if you're just you know, cool, calm, collected, and steady, then nothing can really stop you, really. Okay, so anyway, yeah, this is the last week of Mercury retrograde, and I wanted to do the weekly reading. We're coming up on a new moon next week, so it's time to start thinking about intentions. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use the Druidcraft Tarot. I've kind of neglected this deck. It's my favorite deck. I haven't used it in a while, so that's what we're going to use today. So I would appreciate it if you would give me a moment to center myself, shuffle the cards, put them out, and ask the question, what do we need to know to make this upcoming week the best week possible? So give me a moment, please. Alright, that ought to do it. Cut the deck. 3 cards. I want you guys to keep in mind that I have a website where I post daily guidance. So if you like these weekly readings, please check out lightofriga.com. It's also going to be the place for you to book a reading with me, if you are so inclined. To fix the... Is that too dark? I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. Alright. How about that? A little bit of that. A little bit of that. So yeah, go check out lightofriga.com if you would, if you haven't checked that out already, and maybe bookmark it so you can get a, you know, be reminded of the daily readings. Anyway, what we're gonna do is look at these cards individually and then see what they have to tell us as a whole, what kind of story they're painting. So the first card we're gonna look at is this one, and we've got the 9 of Cups. Gratitude is what I'm getting from this, and you know, like I said, we'll see what these cards have to say as a whole, but for this card right now, I'm getting the word gratitude. I'm getting the feeling of gratitude, showing gratitude, realizing how far you've come in your life and where you're at now, and realizing that you have everything that you could possibly ever want or need in order to be fully emotionally happy. And that's, you know, it's so easy to say it. I sound like a broken record when I say it, but you do have everything you need to be happy right now, and it's such a simple concept that 99% of the people in this world don't get, because they're inundated with all this programming and conditioning to think that, you know, the more money you have, the happier you will be. The more possessions you get, the better off you'll be. And you know, we go through our lives thinking we need more and more and more. I can't be happy until I get this. I can't be happy until that happens. But the reality of it is that you are a supreme being, a creator consciousness who's having this experience on Earth, and all that you need to be happy is food, water, and air. That is it. If you have food, water, and air, then there is nothing stopping you from being completely happy. And the only thing that's truly stopping you is your ego mind, which has been programmed by society to tell you things like, I will be happy when I get that car. But until I get that car, I'm going to be kind of stressed out and unfulfilled because I need that car to be happy. And of course, everyone who's ever gotten that car to be happy knows that that car did not bring happiness. It brought some momentary pleasure, but then you got used to the car and it just became a part of your daily life, and you went back to life as it was. And then it's the new thing. Oh, you know, I'll be happy when I get that house. Then I'll be happy, right? And it's a never-ending deadly cycle that you don't want to fall into. So this card right now, the 9 of Cups, is saying, raise a glass, propose a toast, and say, you know what? I've got food, I got water, I got air. Let's do this. I am blissful. So I think this card really is saying that you control your happiness. Nothing else does. If you can control how you feel, then the outside world can affect you, and that is a beautiful thing. All right, let's move on to the next card. I think I went in on that card a little bit too much. Ooh, look at this. We got the Lovers. Ooh. Sure everything's straight. Okay. It seems like this week's going to bring up some passion. For a lot of you, that's going to be passion for another person, passion for your significant other, or maybe a potential new relationship. If you're not in a relationship, or if you're not looking for a relationship, then this can be passion for whatever you're passionate about. Your hobby, your creativity, your creative outlet, whatever it is. I see passions rising this week. And it's going to be important that you really focus on those. The more you focus on your passion, the happier you're going to be. I guarantee it. Right? A lot of unhappiness in this world stems from people doing things that aren't in alignment with who they truly are. Going to a job that they don't like for 40 hours a week, it'll just drain your soul. It really will. That's why it's very important to focus as much as you possibly can on what makes you feel passionate, what makes you lose track of time, what makes you feel alive. Okay? If you can focus on those things as much as humanly possible, especially this week, then I think you're going to have a great week. You're going to have a great life. The more you focus on that, the better off you'll be. Trust me. So think about it. What makes you feel passionate? Is it another person? Is it a hobby? Is it a creative passion? What makes you feel passionate? And focus on that this week. All right. And last card we have here is the Princess of Cups. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of emotion. We got a lot of passion this week. Look at this. The Princess of Cups. All right. I think this card is saying to embrace your emotions and not run from them, not be afraid of them, and to just really fall into them. Whether they're good or bad, whatever. Not to say that you should get carried off with your emotions, right? I always warn against this. There's a difference between, accepting your emotions and allowing them to play their role in your life and just getting washed away by them. And what I mean by that is, let's say you had a breakup with your partner, right? And you can sulk for 6 months, right? And that is allowing your emotions to, take you away, and you can focus on it, and you can just cry every night. Or you can say, everything happens for a reason. That's it's gonna make room for something new. Yes, I feel bad about it, and that means because a deep connection has been severed. So obviously you're not gonna feel good about it. But there's no benefit in wallowing in that negative emotion. Experience the emotion, feel the emotion, learn the lesson that the emotion brings, and move on to the next one. So now that I see all these cards as a whole, now we got a lot of passion going on here. And I think this week is going to be a week where a lot of emotions are going to be coming up for a lot of us. Hopefully they're positive emotions. I do get the feeling that for most of us, this is going to be a very positive week. These are very positive emotion cards, okay? And I think the theme of this week is going to be showing gratitude for what you have, and especially on the emotional side of things, right? We're very lucky to have emotions. Can you imagine living in this world without emotions? I mean, think about that for a second. This world would feel sterile. It would be very boring, okay? It would just be like existence wouldn't have a purpose. So be grateful for having emotions this week, even if they're not positive ones. Especially if they're not positive ones. The negative emotions, or the lower vibrational emotions, help you to feel alive. They help you to push you towards the positive emotions because they show you what you don't want. It shows you what your soul is trying to move away from. So there's a lot of benefit in the negative emotions. So this week especially, guys, I want you guys to really throw yourself into your passions. Throw yourself into your emotions and allow them to affect you in some way. To an extent, to a degree. I already explained that. Don't get washed away by them, and learn from them, and don't run and hide from them. Embrace them. Be open to them, because as we know, whenever we encounter an emotion that we don't want to deal with and we shove it deep down inside of us, that only leads to trouble. Okay, that emotion is not going anywhere. It's just going to grow and fester and rot down there. Okay, metaphysically speaking, but metaphorically speaking as well, and eventually it's going to erupt and explode, and it's going to be a mess. So don't do that. So yeah, if this last week of the Mercury retrograde gets you feeling emotional, that's a good thing. It's a positive thing. We're moving towards some new energy in the next week. So I think this week is going to be a time for you to focus on what you're feeling, learn the lessons from the emotions that you have, and get ready to move forward, because we're going to be setting some new intentions next week. Alright, that is the reading, guys. I hope you got something out of it. Did that make sense? As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. If you want to go to my website, I really appreciate it. lightofriga.com, easy to find. Like I said, there's going to be daily readings, personal readings, crystals, that sort of thing, so don't miss out on that. I've got my mid-month readings coming out next week, so stay tuned for that, or this coming week, I should say. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know that you did and you got something out of it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put those in the comment section below. And if you really enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all my readings. You don't want to miss out. There's daily, there's monthly, not daily, there's daily on my website, but there's weekly like this one. There's monthly, that's the month ahead readings. There's bi-monthly, which is going to come out this week. So stay tuned for all that. Hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it. All right, guys. It's going to be a happy week for some. It's going to be a challenging week for others. But just, focus on your passion, focus on your emotion, and really clear that up so that we can move into the next week with a clean slate. All right, guys. I wish you a happy week. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.